Hello everyone and welcome back to the second part of the furniture app. Okay, in this video we are going to cover the homepage of that application. I hope you watched my previous video because that is the base part of that application, so you must have to watch that video. And in this video we are going to cover the home section of that application. So as you can see here, we have a bottom navigation bar and some top section and a tip section and also a slider, and we have some toolbar and search bar in the home page. Okay, so we are going to make all of these. Okay, and these are going to be a very unique trick. Okay, because most of the people don't know how to design all of these, means how to design a home page. Okay, and they start doing all these things in a static way. Okay, so in this video we are going to cover a recycler view, and we are going to make nested recycler view for the home page. Okay, and in this nested view, recycler view, we are going to inflate our chip section, slider section, and this top chair. And also we are going to create a generic adapter which will going to be contain which will be going to same for all our activity and pages. Okay, no matter how many recycler view in our application, the adapter going to be same. So for creating adapter, I am going to create a package that name is adapter, and with that I am going to create 3 files. First one is a furniture adapter, and second one is furniture model, and the third one is furniture view holder. Okay, so if you have worked with adapter, means if you have worked with adapter, you know what these 3 things means. Okay, so we passed data throughout our model in the adapter, and our view holder contain the view part. Okay, so in the view holder we bind that data to our layout. So I'm going to create first adapter, and as I said you that this video is going to be unique. So if you have worked with recycler view, you simply what do is you inherit recycler view adapter, but in this video we are not going to do it like that, because I am going to teach you a very unique and generic method. Okay, so please watch this video till the end, because this video will be going to be life changing for your Android development career. Okay, so I'm going to create a generic for view holder, I'm going to create a generic for our adapter, and a generic for view model. What this generic means is in our whole application this file going to be same for every recycler view adapter. Okay, so we don't need to create adapter for every fragment or activity, because we can use this adapter means wherever we want in our application. Okay, so as you can see here, I have created these 3 files, as I said you: furniture adapter, furniture model, and furniture view holder. Okay, and let me tell you one thing, I am going to inherit a list adapter here. You must have to means care about that. You are going to import that list adapter from recycler view package, and after that I am going to make my view holder with a recycler view holder. Okay, this things going to be same, but as you can see here, I am not going to follow the previous method. Okay, I am going to use a sealed class, and in that sealed class I am going to means bind multiple view holder for our adapter. Okay, so there are lots of recycler in our application, so we have to create lots of recycler view and view holder, but throughout this method you don't have to create this much, means that much adapter. okay, for every single activity or adapter. As adapter and as view holder, same like that, I am going to create a data class, which is also going to be a generic class, and this will going to be a sealed class. In that sealed class, as you can see here, I have created a data class for a slider, and I am going to create a data class for our chip. Okay, and this sealed class going to be generic. Okay, so suppose we have to add some data, or we have to add another data class in that sealed class, so we just have to pass that data class inside. As you can see here, I have passed two data class in that sealed class. Okay, and this sealed class means we are going to bind that sealed class with our adapter, and the rest of the things going to be happened automatically, and we don't have to care about anything. Okay, so after that I have to create as you can see here, I have created two data class. Okay, and I have to create one more, that is our top chair section. Okay, so in that top chair section, we have an image, and we have a product name and a product price, and add to cart button or add to list button, whatever to say. Okay, so I create I take another data class, and I am going to add some field inside the constructor of that class. Okay, and one more thing to care about, that I have inherited that future model of every data class. You can see that. Okay, so I will explain you why we need to do like that. Okay, and slowly you get idea about why I'm doing like that. Okay, so first follow this step, and you don't have to worry about anything, trust me. Okay, so as you can see here, I have taken a variable image which is going to be accept string data type, and product price and product description means add to cart. Okay, so all these things, all this parameter we have to pass in the data class parameter. Okay, and after that we need to bind that model to our adapter. Okay, so as you can see here, now I am going to create some view holder for our layout. Okay, that view holder going to be contain our layout, means a recycler view layout. So we have to create that also, means we have to create some chips, some items for top chair section. Okay, so for now I am going to create a view holder for slider. Okay, and this slider going to be contain our slider layout. Okay, so for now I think this will be bad idea, so I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to simply create a cheap section and the top chair section inside our inside this view holder, and we have to create that slider section in another adapter. Okay, now I'm going to pass my model to the list adapter, and that view holder inside my list adapter. Okay, and after that I am going to create a diff util, because this diff util make our recycler view more robust, because it will not make our recycler view to render same item for every time. Okay, so we have to inherit a diff util dot item callback, and we have to pass our model inside that. And when you click alt enter, then you got this two method. Okay, so inherit that, and you have to return a boolean value. Okay, so for that I am going to return old item equals to new item. Okay, so actually I am comparing my whole data class, means my whole data class, and I am also comparing, and if after comparing, this will make our recycler view items to be safe, and that item not going to be inflate in our recycler view if the item is already inflated. Okay, so for that we use diff util. Okay, and you have to pass that diff util in the our view holder, and after that simply import that two method on create view holder and on bind view holder, and you have to import two, means override two methods also, get item view type, because this method is very important when we are working with our adapter, means with sealed adapter or list adapter, you can say, then our get item count will not be override here, because our list adapter will take care of all the list or all the data, means internally we don't have to care about that, so we don't need to inherit that method inside our adapter. Okay, and after that I need to create a cheap layout. Okay, so for cheap layout I was thinking, okay, we can directly call a cheap chap, which is already present in our which will be already present in our material design library, but that is a bad idea, I think. Okay, because we need to do some more stuff, so I'm going to change this idea, because I need to add a image and a text view inside that. Okay, so for that I am going to change that, and I am going to choose a material card view. Okay, so I am going to replace that thing. Yeah, I'm going to change that constant layout to the material card view, and I'm going to replace, means remove that cheap section, and also I have added a constant layout in our layout, and after that I am going to design it manually. Okay, and we will figure it out. If it work for us, then we will continue with this procedure, and if it will making some difficulties to making cheap, then we will change this idea. Okay, so as you can see here, I have taken a image view and a text view. Okay, and with that I am going to perform data binding with that layout. Okay, so if you have not learned about constant layout, then there are lots of video on the internet, you can go through that, but if you want to learn by me, then you can comment down below, and I will make a video about constant layout, how constant layout work, and how you can work, means how can you use how you can use that constant layout effectively in any Android application, because this will be going to make our layout more responsive. Okay, it will hardly care about the screen sizes. Okay, and it will automatically manage all the size of the text or width of the button and everything. It will take care about that, and it will, if we manage all these things, then it will simply care about a landscape or portrait mode also, if we able to configure like that. Okay, so I have means I'm going to design all that layout, and I have, you can see I have added some attributes with my card layout. Okay, so actually I have added a card overlapping and card padding, because this will add some padding in our card layout by default. Okay, and this is the best practice. I have seen many people add static padding to the card layout, and that will start occurring error in their card view, so we don't have to worry about that. Android material, because these things coming from material guidelines, so material guideline will add some padding by default. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so after that I will simply configure everything. Okay, what we need for our cheap section, and after that we will move to data binding. And to perform data binding, I have already shown you how you can bind the data with your layout. So you that's why I'm saying, if you have not watched my previous video, then it is compulsory to watch that video, because this basic thing I have already covered in that video. Okay, so to convert that with layout in the data binding, you have to simply press Alt Enter in our material card view section, and after that you will be eligible to perform data binding. Okay, so I think we have to create a data binding class for that also, but we already have a model, so we don't have to do it. Okay, it will automatically do our rest of the step. So I'm going to import my adapter model. Okay, that is a sealed model inside this material card view, and with that I'm going to simply observe that data to that layout. Okay, so for that what you have to do, you can see here. Okay, so I have imported a furniture model, and I need to select the chip chap section. Okay, so that is the main benefit to the sealed class. Okay, and now we can directly bind the data to our layout. Okay, so as I told you, I have already covered this section, so I am not going to cover all this section, but I am not also going to cut out this binding procedure from this video, because if you have not watched that video, you must have to watch too, but if you don't want to watch that video, you can use this too. So to data binding, you have to use @ curly braces, and after that you have created a variable, so you have to call that variable and .bind method, and bind.image method coming from our chip chap section, that we have already defined our data class, that variable. Okay, so after that we have to go to our view holder section, and I'm going to create a chip chap section, chip chap view holder section in that class, and after that I'm going to bind all that things. So trust me, you don't have to do anything, you just need to create simple view holder chip chap section view holder class, and you have to inherit that furniture view holder class to that class, and after that I am going to create a function with that. As you can see here, I have created a chip chap, okay, a chip chap section view holder, and I'm going to simply pass that layout as a constructor in that chip chap class. Okay, along with that you can perform data binding. Data binding means you can perform a dependency injection with our adapter. So since this as we know, this video is also for beginner. Okay, so if you are expert in that, then you can simply means do data binding with your view holder, but if you are not expert, then you can simply go with that simple procedure. Okay, so I was making that video for both for expert and beginner, so that's why I do it like it. Okay, so I have to inherit that future view holder, and as you can see upper in the constructor of future view holder, I have passed view, so I have to pass that view inside the inheritance constructor. Okay, and after that I'm going to bind the data to our layout. Okay, so for that I have created a binding function inside my chip chap view holder section, and I'm going to simply call that bind variable which is present in our layout, and I'm going to simply pass the item coming from our future model. Okay, future dot chip chap section, and we are done with that procedure, trust me, and we have to do nothing after that. Okay, so we are going to do exactly like that, some means for all our view holders Okay, simply create a view holder, create a model, create adapter, and you can make that adapter and make that view holder as a sealed view holder, and you can make that model to the sealed model, and you have to do it like that. So I am going to create so guys, now I am going to create that top chair section item. Okay, so I have created another layout for that, and I am going to design it with my constraint layout. Okay, so I hope you got the point how I design and how you can design a responsive layout. Okay, because many people don't care about the app size and app performance. They just care about how our application looking. Okay, so if you care about the look, then we can do anything. But if you care about look and how it will going to be performed in any Android application, then this procedure is must. Okay, and throughout that procedure we can reduce the code and we can make our application much robust. Okay, that's why I'm saying that this whole playlist going to be unique for you. So if you are watching this video and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then you must have to subscribe, because nobody going to teach you this method. Okay, so I have taken a material card view, and again I am going to take a constraint layout for that. With that I am going to create that section, means I have to take an image view, product name, product price, and a button, and also a like or dislike image view over there. Okay, so throughout constraint that things will be going to be very easy. Okay, I don't have to do anything. I just have to simply place images and all these widgets on inside my constraint layout, and after that will be go, and we don't have to do anything after that. Okay, so as you can see here, I have taken image view. Okay, and with that I am going to place all my widgets step by step. So I am going to rename my I'm going to set a background color for my image view. It doesn't matter. If you wish you can, but in our case all these things are coming dynamically and all the images are transparent, so we can set directly the background with our card view or the constraint layout. Okay, so it doesn't matter. If you wish to do it like that, you can, but you can design whatever you like. I was just sharing a basic idea, okay, how we can do that. Okay, and if you remembered that we have created a bind function, which is an extension function for our image view. That function will be responsible for binding image in our image view. Okay, so as you can see here, we have used that function in two places. Okay, and we don't have to glide or bind that image view every time. Okay, simply call that function and pass the data to that function, and that function will do rest of the things automatically. Okay, so we don't have to care about anything. With that I am going to bind other more things. As you can see here, I have bind my product name and the product price also, and we have to create on click function for that. But in this video we are not going to cover that things, because you can do but I'm created that function later, because I don't need that, and I have not prepared API for that. Okay, that is just for look and feel. But if you wish, I can do a video for that, because if we cover every section of that of that UI, then it will be going to take very time, and we have to create lots of API for that. Okay, and I'm new in that field to creating APIs, So I'm going to leave these things, means add to cart wala section as it is. Okay, so for the sake of UI, we are going to create a image button, and I'm going to pass a drawable inside that, which is a add drawable. So to get the drawable, as you can see, as you have seen that I have right click and choose a vector assets and do that thing. Okay, but if you wish and you have to add that plus icon from external resource, then you can directly copy and paste inside the drawable. Okay, and after that I started constrainting my layouts with as shown in our design wireframe. Okay, so if you use match parent in the constraint layout, then it will be going to cover whole width of the image, but if you pass 0 dp, then it will only cover that much layout that they have needed. And these things make the constraint layout much means this way constraint layout make our layout much robust and much responsive. Okay, so you have to do it like that. If you are using constraint layout, means if you use relative layout or linear layout, then you have used weight sum. Okay, so like weight sum, this will be doing like that, but it is more than weight sum. Okay, so so yeah, I think I am done with my designing part with my top chair section. Okay, and little bit things, means I am going to simply bold my text, because the price text will be bold, and I am going to simply bind that data, means bind. I have already performed data binding with that, and I am also going to get a dollar symbol from my drawable, and I have to place it, means I have to set that drawable to the text view, because as you have seen in our drawable, means in our wireframe, we need that dollar section, means dollar image. Okay, so I am going to choose a rounded and next and finish. Okay, and after that we can simply call a drawable start, and this drawable start will be responsible to place a drawable on the start side, means left side of the widget. Okay, so as you can see here, I have placed my drawable, and I am going to give some drawable padding, because if you leave it like that, then the drawable and text comes, means so closer. Okay, and this will mess our design, so you have to add some padding with that. Okay, and after that you can simply means I'm going to add some paddings. Okay, because on the top of our top section, means title section and the product name section, as you can see here. Okay, and I have to replace all the names. Okay, I think we don't have to do that, but if we need, we will do that thing also. Okay, and I'm going to add some padding with my layout, and also I'm going to choose wrap content for my material card view. Okay, so I'm going to also add a like image view on the top of our image view. Okay, so for that I'm going to import two drawable, that hot drawable. If you have another, then you can use that too. Okay, so I'm going to import another one, which is filled heart. Okay, and press OK and next and finish. Okay, and after that I'm going to place an image view on the top of the product image view. okay, and I'm going to constant that heart, means I'm going to attach that heart label with that image view. Okay, so the main reason behind why I'm saying that why you should use constant layout is that if you have to place any widgets on the top of any widget, then you have to struggle with the layout and you have to place many layouts, and that thing will be going to very tricky. But with constant layout, this is very simple. You just have to place an image view and constant it. Okay, as you can see here, I have constant from the right side and the top side, and I'm going to add some margin over there, and there we go, we are done with the that section. And now we just have to change the image on the clicking of the user. Okay, so if user click on that image, then we simply fill that heart, and if again press that if user again press that heart button, then we just unfill that heart. Okay, so after that we are ready with that layout. Now I am going to simply make that constant layout to the wrap layout, and I am going to create a view holder for that too. Okay, so I am going to give that view holder name a selected chip view holder, because that layout going to be inflated when user click on any chip. Okay, so you can say chip or chap for that section. Okay, and I am going to inherit our future view holder, and because this future view holder ask for the parameter of a view, so we need to pass the view. And I am also going to make a function bind inside it, and now I am going to call selected chip section in the parameter of that function, and simply I call that bind method, and I need to simply pass item, and there we go. We don't have to do anything after that. Okay, so I think this will excite you, because now you become pro in recycler view. Okay, so if you like that thing, then you must have to subscribe. Please subscribe. And so if you like this trick, then please write in the comment section that this video is helpful. Okay, and you can also write what you feel after watching this trick and learning this trick. Okay, because I know most of the YouTuber never going to tell you that thing. Okay, so now it's time to attach our model and our layout with our own create view holder. So for that you have to simply return view, because it will simply that function on create view holder is asking you to return future view holder. So we have to do it like that. Okay, so as we know, our view holder is a sealed view holder, then it will simply return all that view holder. Okay, and we don't have to do anything. Okay, and as you can see here, get item view type, I just simply make returnable, and it will going to do all rest of the things. You don't have to do anything to inflating or binding your data. You just have to pass your layout here. Okay, in get item view type, you just have to pass your layout. Okay, and you don't have to do rest of the things will means rest of the thing going to be take care our layout. Okay, I think this is the most exciting video you have ever seen to binding to dealing with recycler view. Okay, so as you can see here, if you add anything inside your sealed class, then this adapter going to be occur an error, and you just simply have to press alt enter and import that things inside our adapter and pass that layout. You just have to pass the layout, or somewhere you just have to pass your view model. That's it. You just need to write a single lines of code, and you don't have to make it complicated. Okay, it is this simple. Okay, so after that in the on bind view holder, we have to pass our bind bind function for every view holder, and to passing the data you can use get item type, because this adapter list adapter will contain mutable list internally, and to get that list you can simply use get item. Okay, get item, and you have to pass the position inside that, and you can simply cast as furniture selected section. Okay, selected cheap section. Okay, so you have to pass that thing according to your view holder binding function. Okay, and after that you just need to create return a view holder for your on create view holder. So here you can simply call your layout, and after that we will check this function going to be check which view holder attached with which layout. Okay, so as we know, we can simply guide our on create view holder that this view holder will be attached with this layout. Okay, and after that we can simply inflate that thing. Okay, so this is the generic adapter. You can say you can pass as much layout as you can see, means as much layout as you want. Okay, you don't have to create adapter for every fragment or activity. Okay, and now you can see that how simple is that. Okay, this is not complicated. Much people make these things more complicated, okay, for you guys, and you start start failing with that thing. So you don't have to worry about that thing, or recycler view or recycler view adapter. You don't have to worry about, trust me. Okay, so simply you just have to call your layout, and you have to pass your view holder, and after that you just have to call inflator, and that inflator going to be accept your parent context, and after that it will ask for container, so you can pass the parent, and after that it will ask to attach to the root, so you can pass their false, and in the else branch if our adapter get nothing, or if you pass anything wrong, then it will simply send that condition to the else, and it will throw a invalid view type error. Okay, so we are done with adapter section. Okay, and now we have to create some nested adapter, and these things will be going to be very tricky. Okay, so for that you must have to watch this video very carefully, because many people get confused about that. Okay, so we have to create a nested adapter now. Okay, and that nested adapter going to be contain that generic adapter, and we pass our data to that nested adapter, and that nested adapter pass data to the generic adapter, and after that it will start inflating our data. Okay, so these things will be very tricky, and I hope you understand, because my English is not that much good to explain you, and that is not much enough to explaining things in brief. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so watch this video very carefully. Okay, so you just have to create three things more: nested adapter, and nested model, and nested view holder. In that nested view holder we are going to create three things, two things actually: a nested recycler view holder, and a slider view holder. Okay, and after that we are ready to go. Okay, so I am start creating my data classes here, as you can see here. So this data class is for our slider. Okay, and this data class going to be contain image view, just a image URL. Okay, and I'm going to inherit that future nested model. Okay, and I need to create one data class. Okay, and that data class going to be contain our nested recycler view data. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm going to name that class furniture nested model. Okay, and this thing will be going to be contain title and mutable list, and that mutable list going to be contain our simple furniture model. Okay, that will be going to be sealed model. So yeah, so these things will be going to be contain category name. Okay, that is the category name I am talking about is the top chair section. Okay, so this will be going to contain that thing, and after that this will be going to contain a mutable list. Okay, and that mutable list going to be contain our future model, which is that model is from our generic model. Okay, so as I told you, we are going to pass the data, we are not going to pass directly to the generic model, because we need to pass means we need to create a nested recycler view, so we have to do it like that. Okay, and after that I'm going to inherit our future nested model with that data class, and rest of the things going to be same. Okay, now I have to create a nested view holder for that, and I'm also I'm not going to make my nested adapter to be a list adapter. I'm simply going to call my I'm going to simply call recycler view adapter. Okay, and inside that recycler view adapter I'm going to pass my nested recycler view holder. So for that I'm going to inherit a recycler view, and I'm also going to make this class as a sealed class. Okay, and called recycler view holder, and inside that view holder I am going to pass the view. So for that I am going to accept view inside my constructor, and I'm going to pass that constructor view inside my recycler view holder constructor. With that I am ready to go, and I have to create two view holder. First one is slider view holder, and second one is nested recycler view holder. Okay, so I have to create layout first. So for the slider I have to create a slider image view. Okay, so I need to add another dependency, so I have not added yet, because this will be going to little bit tricky, so I'm not going to cover these things in this video. Okay, we will cover further further videos. Okay, we will make a slider in other videos, because it is another topic, but I am going to make a nested recycler view layout inside this video, because that thing will be very tricky, and that is not easy for everyone. Okay, so I am going to cover that thing inside this video. Okay, and that is important for our home layout too. Okay, so I have taken a image view and make it wrap constant, or you can use a static height and width for your slider. Okay, and after that I'm going to create my nested view holder layout. Okay, and for the data binding I can simply call app : bind, and inside that bind we can pass our image. Okay, so for that I need to call my nested view holder, and for calling the nested view holder we again need to create a view holder. Means we need to call our nested model inside that layout, and I'm going to also sort the name of that layout, and I add a variable tag, and I'm going to name that variable as a bind. Okay, and after that we will call our furniture nested model, and simply press Ctrl and space, and this will start showing you your model, and after that you can simply import. But as you can see here, we are not able to get our image URL, so we forget to add, means we forget to call our slider model. Okay, so we just need to call that, and after that we are ready to go. And now call bind.image. Okay, so you just have to pass image to that model, and that model will pass the image URL to that function. Okay, so we are done with that part now, and after that we need to make a nested recycler view layout, because this is a main part of that layout. Okay, so wrap this layout, and let's move to the next part. And I'm going to simply bind the layout with my view holder, slider view holder. Okay, so I'm going to create a private val and the slider name binding, and as I show you, I was short the name of that slider layout. Okay, so I'm going to use that. Okay, so as you can see here, I have used a slider bind, and after that I'm going to inherit my furniture nested view holder, and this will be going to accept the view. Okay, so with that I'm going to make another function inside that, and that is the same function as we create earlier for our generic adapter. Okay, so I am also going to call the furniture slider section inside the parameter of the bind function, and I'm going to call the bind method inside our layout, which is present inside our layout, and I'm going to pass the item inside that. Okay, so for that write bind. So finally guys, we are now going to make our nested layout for our nested recycler view. Okay, so for that I'm going to create another XML file which will going to contain all our recycler view items and the top section and the view all button also. So for that as you can see, I have created a nested layout, and I'm going to create that recycler view, means I'm going to do my rest of the step. So you have to follow exactly like that for creating a nested recycler view if you don't know how to make the recycler view. And if you know, then you should also watch this procedure. I'm 100% sure there are 95% content on the YouTube, and they give you 100% COT to they are going to teach you nested recycler view, but this method will going to blow your mind. Okay, so simply watch this video. So you have to prepare a layout for nested recycler view, and this nested recycler view going to be your parent recycler view. Okay, so I'm going to constrain all of these. First one is going to be contain our section, means which section going to be contain which title. Okay, so as you can see, I have made a top chair section with that, but you can make, means you can set any type of value with that, means which type of section you want to make, you can pass there and it will automatically create that section. Okay, so if you don't get what I'm saying, then please continue watching this video, because when you got the result, then you can simply understand what I meant to say. Okay, so just constrain it, and after constraining I need to bind that layout with my view holder. Okay, so let's remove all the margins from left and right side, and after that I need to bind this layout with my view holder. Okay, so I think I'm done with this, and let's make this constraint layout to a wrap content, and let's go to our adapter section. Okay, to make a view holder for that class, means to make a view holder for that layout. And before getting that, let's convert this layout into data binding layout. Okay, later on we need to provide data binding for this, means we need to provide data for this layout. Okay, so for that I am going to bind all of this. All right, so let's move on our adapter section, and after that we will pass our view holder in that, and after that we'll start creating our so for that I am going to create a package. So guys, I'm going to provide a I am going to create a custom binding class for this layout to provide a data binding, means to provide data for this layout. Okay, so for that as you can see, I have named this package to layout binding, and after that I am going to create a custom, you can name whatever you want, and I simply give my all custom binding class name as a custom binding, and I simply inherit all this, means I simply inherit with observable class, and after that I got these two method, add on property change callback and remove on property change callback. Okay, and I simply remove this to do, and I need a property change registry method, and I simply call it in a variable, and after that I add that method, means add that callback with that listener, and along with that I simply remove that callback from that listener. And after that I am going to provide here getter for the top section, means our top title, I mean to say ki category title. Okay, so I am going to provide here category title first, and after that we need to create a bindable adapter for our recycler view. So we will do that later on, and we need to do one more thing. We need to provide a title visibility because in some section we don't need to visual that title and that view all button. Okay, so that's why I have created this. Okay, and if you wish, you can create another recycler view layout for that also, so it's totally on you. I simply deal with a single recycler view. Okay, so after that I simply attach that listener dot notify, and I pass this. You already familiar with this architecture, I think, and if you don't know, you can simply go back in this video and you can watch this data binding, or if you wish, you can check out my previous video, the first section of that course. Okay, and the first part, and you can also prefer that. Okay, so you will got a basic foundation to how I perform the data binding with that layout. Okay, and I must say please subscribe my channel, because this will be going, means I am creating 7 project. Okay, and all these projects are going to be a e-commerce based project. Later on we will connect this whole project with REST API, and we will if you guys need, if you comment down, later on we will implement or we will attach Razorpay with that, means with that project, and we will say how to integrate payment gateway. Okay, so this is for a future video. Okay, for now you need to understand all these things, means all these logics first. So if you don't know how I provide all of this, so you can check out my previous video. Okay, and I'm going to provide means I'm going to attach my custom view holder, means furniture nested view holder, to my adapter. And after that means now I am going to sort the nested class name, because if we use that class annotation, then it will simply sort the XML name. Because if you don't do it like that, then binding will generate a larger name for your XML file. Okay, so I don't want that thing, so simply I choose this means this path, and you can choose according to your preference. And now I'm going to set the visibility and the title, which later on we are going to attach with this. Okay, so this is actually the section name. So I'm going to provide a section name, and I need to bind means I need to bind a visibility. If this title if this title value is true, then I need to means I want to make that title visible, or if this is false, then I want to simply make this title disappear along with their spaces. So to hide with space, I will simply what to do is set the view.gone. Okay, so view.gone simply hide their means hide the text view, and along with hide their spaces also, and simply release the space update widget. So we don't need to manually remove anything. Simply set view.gone, and it will do rest of the step. Okay, and as you can see, I have imported view in this file, because we cannot directly access view inside our XML. Okay, so for that we need to import, or if you don't know how where these all these things coming from, so I can make a separate video on data binding. Okay, and I choose a practical way to make you understand all these things. That's why I have not created any separate video for this, because when I was learning, then what I do is I simply watch someone YouTube video, and when I try to implement that thing inside a real project, then I got lots of issue to implementing that. So that's why I never prefer that you go and watch a separate video and try to implement that, because most people just copy their streak. And now I'm going to create a separate view holder for my nested recycler view. Okay, and now I have to provide instance update layout inside my constructor. So for that what I do is simply create a private val and that layout name. Okay, so as you can see here, I have to simply pass that class name which I have given in that class, means in that XML. Okay, I don't need to pass that name which data binding generate internally. Okay, for any layout which is converted in data binding layout. Okay, so it is very simple now. I just have to simply bind that data to my layout. Okay, so as you can see here, I got the error. Okay, and I hope you got it, what I am making mistake. Okay, and if you still did not get that thing, then please search about that why I am getting, and if you go further throughout this video, and you will get idea why I am not getting. Yeah, most of the people got the idea, and I will explain you. because I was simply trying to bind the custom binding class, but on that function, on that bind function, I have not called that furniture nested model. Okay, so I was trying to bind another class with another class in a simple word. Okay, so I'm going to simply bind the actual class which is attached to my bind function. Okay, which I have make means which I have passed the parameter in the binding function in my class. Okay, so now we are ready to go, and we can simply call that data over there, and we can simply pass the later on we will attach that mutable data with my layout. Okay, so I think we are done from here, and now let's call this furniture nested view model in our adapter, nested adapter. Okay, so I'm not going to use list adapter here. Okay, because I think this is not necessary, and if you wish you can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to simply call the cycler view adapter, and in that adapter I am going to pass the view model, and after that I will simply generate all the means I'm going to override all the necessary methods, and we will simply go further. Okay, so call our nested view holder, and after that click on that class. So after clicking on that class you will got these three method, and you have to import all of these. Okay, and now I'm going to call my view means my model. Okay, inside nested model inside my adapter. Okay, so for that I'm going to call my model inside the class constructor. So as you can see here I have called it, and now I am going to return the size of that model. Okay, and rest of the state going to be same which I have follow earlier inside this video when I was creating my generic adapter. Okay, so if you forget, then you can simply go and watch that. Okay, so let's do this step means fast forward, because our video this video going to be crossed 1 hour limit. Okay, so let's because I have already covered all these things in my previous section. Okay, so you can watch that. Okay, so let's make it little bit faster, and I will make you understand those steps only which I have not make you understand. Okay, okay guys, I think we are done for this part. Okay, and there are two more section which is from home page left. Okay, so we are going to cover all these things from in our next video. okay, and our next video will be going on home detail page. Okay, so the two things left is the toolbar for home page and the search section. Okay, so thank you so much, and please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon, so whenever I upload any video from this furniture app, you will get notified. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much, bye.